Car accidents can be chaotic and terrifying. It can happen in the blink of an eye, leaving us stunned by the sheer intensity and unpredictability of the road. How do these accidents even happen? And what can we learn from these heart-stopping moments on the road? Prepare to be amazed as we see the craziest car accidents caught on camera. Amazon Prime truck crashes with another. In Wyoming, a vigilant deputy was assisting stranded motorists during a winter storm. His body cam captures a terrifying moment. An Amazon Prime truck attempts to overtake another semi on the icy road. In a split second, the trailers collide, creating a surreal explosion of debris flying directly toward the deputy. Thanks to his quick reflexes and astute driving, he swerves, narrowly avoiding a fatal disaster in the wintry chaos. Truck driver fails to spot a highway jam. High visibility and warning signs weren't enough for this truck driver. Despite a prominent digital board warning of an accident ahead, a speeding semi, drifting in its lane, fails to slow down. The driver, likely distracted, swerves at the last second, clipping a stationary car. However, the Toyota Hilux tailing him isn't so lucky, smashing directly into the trailer in a shocking display of negligence that could have been easily avoided. 18-wheeler crashes into news crew. In dense fog on US 84, a crash scene turned into a nightmare for a news crew. As police investigated an earlier accident, a second 18-wheeler jackknifed to avoid a lane-changing SUV. The massive rig barreled toward a DPS trooper and the camera crew. The photographer captured the terrifying moment before running for his life as the trailer toppled over, crushing cars in its path. It is a chilling reminder of how quickly a roadside situation can escalate. Man jumps out of falling truck. Talk about a leap of faith. As a truck tire exploded, the road beneath crumbled, sending the heavy vehicle tilting toward a deep valley. The driver, realizing the imminent danger, scrambled to the passenger side. With zero time to spare, he jumped onto the asphalt just as the truck plunged into the wooded abyss below. It was a split-second decision that miraculously saved his life from a bone-chilling fall. Car sends truck crashing. A routine drive turns into chaos at this intersection. A dash camera waits as a massive semi approaches from the opposite direction. Suddenly, a sedan slams into the truck's trailer with immense force. The impact sends the heavy rig careening toward the innocent camera with nowhere to go. Tires screech and metal crunches as the out-of-control semi smashes into another lane, painting a surreal picture of destruction. Car flies through the air off California overpass. This isn't a movie stunt, it is real life on a California overpass. A car defies gravity, launching off the road and flying through the air in a cloud of smoke and dust. It flips multiple times before landing upside down in front of a stunned couple. Miraculously, despite the horrifying acrobatics, the driver survived the ordeal, leaving onlookers and the internet completely baffled by the escape. SpaceX rocket distraction crash. A SpaceX Falcon 9 launch over Southern California created a stunning light show.
Wow, what is that?
It's a rocket!
No, but the thing is, it broke.
But it also caused chaos on the ground. Drivers, distracted by the rocket's separation in the sky, took their eyes off the road. A minivan rear-ended a Corolla, pushing it into a RAV4. It was a bizarre three-car pileup caused by a literal rocket scientist spectacle distracting the average commuter. Chelyabinsk meteor explosion. In 2013, Chelyabinsk, Russia witnessed a cosmic event brighter than the sun. At 9:20 a.m., a 20-meter meteor exploded 30 kilometers above the city with 500,000 tons of TNT. The massive shockwave shattered windows and knocked people off their feet. Captured from countless angles, it remains one of history's most documented meteor events, raining debris across the landscape and injuring hundreds. News reporter nearly hit. Reporting live is dangerous work. KTVU reporter Alex Savage was covering a train derailment when a car collision occurred off-screen. His cameraman, Chip, screamed, "Get out of the way," just as a vehicle careened onto the sidewalk. Alex jumped right, narrowly missing the car by inches. It was a live broadcast near-miss that left the news team shaken but thankfully unharmed. Teens crash stolen Kia. A 14-year-old driver led Minneapolis police on a 94-mile-per-hour chase in a stolen Kia. The joyride ended abruptly when the teen lost control, launching the car off an overpass bridge. Incredibly, the young driver and his 15-year-old passenger survived the drop. They attempted to flee on foot but were quickly apprehended. It was a reckless decision that miraculously didn't end in tragedy. Luckiest Russian alive. This driver attempted a blind overtake on a highway, swerving into the opposite lane directly into the path of a speeding truck. The collision was brutal. The car's roof caved in and the windshield shattered. Yet, the dashcam captures the impossible. The driver steps out through the broken windshield, completely intact. It is a level of luck that defies physics and logic. Truck brake failure at red light. In South Africa, a Coca-Cola truck's brakes failed, turning the massive vehicle into a runaway missile. Ignoring a red light, it plowed through an intersection, smashing a smaller truck and a Mercedes SL55 AMG. A witness captured the carnage on camera. Despite the violence of the crash and the size of the vehicles involved, all 4 people survived with only minor injuries. Truck plunges into water. A routine traffic stop turned terrifying when a semi-truck lost its brakes on an exit ramp. The rig barreled through an intersection, hitting multiple cars before flying off an embankment and landing in a pond. Firefighters had to work fast to rescue a person pinned upside down in the submerged wreckage. It was a chaotic scene, but fortunately, the injuries were not life-threatening. Truck rampage in Adelaide. On Hampstead Road, a B-double truck went rogue. Blowing through a red light, it narrowly missed traffic before plowing through a bus shelter, road signs, and fences. One bystander, Paul Brackley, saw the behemoth coming and slammed his accelerator, missing the truck by a hair. The truck's destructive path seemed unstoppable, leaving a trail of debris in its wake. Reckless lane change causes chaos. On a Chinese expressway, a white car made a sudden, reckless lane change to catch an exit. A red lorry swerved to avoid them, toppling over like a giant. A blue truck behind them jackknifed in the chaos. While the 2 heavy trucks lay in ruins, the white car that caused it all simply drove away unscathed, leaving destruction in its rearview mirror. Erratic driver causes 3 to car crash. 2 workers spotted a woman driving erratically, swerving across lanes like a roller coaster. They watched in horror as she drifted into oncoming traffic. The inevitable head-on collision happened right before their eyes, involving the witnesses in the aftermath. It is a stark reminder of the dangers of impaired driving. Fortunately, everyone was rushed to the hospital and survived. Red light runner flips SUV. A red car ignored a red light, barreling into an intersection and T-boning a white SUV. The impact was so violent it flipped the SUV onto another waiting vehicle. Despite the dramatic flip and the wreckage, reports indicate no one was seriously injured. It is a classic case of negligence causing a massive pileup that could have easily been fatal. SUV sent flying into pedestrian. A pedestrian stepping into a crosswalk was inches from death when an SUV ran a red light. A car with the right-of-way T-boned the SUV, sending it spinning through the air towards the pedestrian. The SUV landed on top of another car, causing a 6-car pileup. Miraculously, the pedestrian was missed and everyone involved walked away without serious injury. Car crashes into convenience store. In Florida, a black Kia sedan turned a convenience store into a drive-thru at 12:24 a.m. Surveillance footage shows the car smashing through the glass and pinning a man against the back wall. Despite the violence of the impact, the victim escaped with minor injuries.
Now that person, the driver, 37-year-old Anthony Katash, was arrested and charged with criminal mischief.
The driver was charged with criminal mischief, proving that nowhere is safe from a reckless driver. Rockwall police vehicle destroyed. A Rockwall police officer was assisting a stranded motorist when an 18-wheeler lost control. The massive truck skidded into the scene, smashing into 3 vehicles and destroying the patrol car. The officer and bystanders were inches away from being crushed. It is a terrifying near miss that highlights the extreme dangers first responders face every day on the roadside.